Creating a plan is pretty straightforward. From your 365 portal, you jump over to the apps and you look for Planner. If you don't see it, select all apps and then find Planner. Now this opens up the Planner app. Now once inside here, you can see your different tasks from your views. This is just a simple plan that was created. But I want to create a new one from start. So down at the bottom, I see New Plan. Now there's a drop down. So I can create a new plan or a new portfolio. We're going to get started with just a plan. So I say New Plan, and it's going to ask, what kind? Do I want to build it off of a template or just a basic one? And I'm going to start with a basic one. Once I'm in here, I name it, and I can add it to my pin plans automatically. And I have the ability to add it to a group. So if I have a group, I can tie it to it, or without it, it's a standalone plan. So I'm going to create it. All right. So now that I'm in here with my planner, I see that I have buckets. So here's the basic to-do bucket, right? A to-do list similar to the to-do app. It's just that this is on a larger scale. So once I'm here inside this bucket, I can add tasks. And I'm going to start with this one, call it test. I can set a due date. I can even assign it if I need it to be somebody's responsibility. And I say add task, and there it is. Once it's on here, you can see the name of it. There would be the people and the date. But there's also the three dots. Clicking the three dots allows me to label it. I can also assign from here, copy this if I want to use it multiple times. I can also copy this link to tasks. I can move it if I need to, and I can delete it from here. By clicking on it, it opens up a window. Now this window allows more that we can do with it. We can update progress. We can assign priority to it, the start date, the due date, and if this should repeat. I can add my notes in here. I can even add a checklist of items that are needed to accomplish for this task and attachments. Once I'm done, I can just click X and it's updated. And I can just add new tasks by clicking the Add a Task. Now, if I want to add more buckets, I just come up here to add a new bucket. And there it is. And it automatically starts by adding task, which was within this bucket. And I can add a new bucket. Because if you have a project that you need multiple items to accomplish, and these items have different tasks inside of them, you can just organize it just like that. I can even come over here now to the right and see group by bucket. So I can group it right now by bucket. I can also group it by who it's assigned to, the progress. So if I want to know what items are most pressing that need to be done, or due date, when they have to be done, puts them at the top, labels, or priority. If I need urgence, I can click on priority and it'll organize it by priorities. Now, once I get my planner all built, now I can determine how I want to view it. So right now it's the board view. So it's just like a whole bunch of sticky notes underneath topics. Here's the urgent, important, medium, low, because I'm organizing it by priority. But if I want to view it by grid view, here's my item as a grid. And it's just line by line. I can do it by schedule as well, looking at a calendar view of it, and I can see my different task levels over here as well. And expand and contract those. We see on unscheduled, there's added task. And the chart view. So the chart view gives a great graphical interface on how many tasks I have, how many buckets are created, what are the priorities that are out there. So a nice snapshot into my project, all my plans that I have inside of here. Now, besides adding people in here, as far as assigning it to them, maybe I want to share my plan with somebody, not just assigning them tasks, but putting them on a collaborative level. In that case, in the top right, I'll see that this is a private to me plan. So I come over here and I can share it. So I can create a group, I can add it to an existing group, or I can just add members to create a new group. There we go. And I create a group for my plan. Now, as you get moving with this and you start finding use cases to use it, I definitely encourage you to experiment with it and to adjust. Find what works for you. There's many different ways to target it, whether it's sorting it by urgency or just by buckets. And that's how you learn it really well, is to get in there and try it. And again, if you don't like it, you can't break anything, just delete it. And when you're done with a plan, click on the three dot, I can unpin it, and now it's not up there anymore. I can go to my plans over here, and I see it right here. I can also three dot and rename, hide, and now it's not there anymore. It's still available, but it's hidden. Right? So that is how to get started with Microsoft Planner.